It is filming day today at Shari Core headquarters, aka my house. I am filming a course that I'm going to be launching in a couple of weeks. So today is day number 2. I'm actually in regular clothing with makeup on. This feels weird. And while I'm filming this and while I was prepping for the recording of this call, I see a pattern coming up for myself that happens for a lot of my clients. So I wanted to talk about it today. But using your fears to actually move through things and instead of letting them stop you all the time. Now, I am a full subscription lover of letting fear stop me in the past. Well, I have been, and I've stopped for a long time. I've stopped slowly, and in the past about 8 months, I've really amplified the speed of the stopping because it was getting tiring and boring to always be afraid of moving forward or being stuck between that equal split of fear of success and fear of failure. It's exhausting. Part of us uses it because we think that it makes us safe. We think that if we understand what's going on for us, then we'll be able to stay on top of it and control it, which is not actually true, as you damn well know. So how do you take the fears that you have and move forward in them? So for this, I've been dying to release this course for a long time. Through a bunch of pushes, through friends, mentors, and people who work with me, I decided it was time and actually tabled a couple of projects that I had already on board because this one was kind of itching to get out. So when I ran my live workshop in England a few weeks ago, I didn't feel nervous because I love what I do and this is my zone and I can do this. I talked for 8 hours straight without many notes. I wrote some notes and didn't even use them. So I'm finally getting to see when I was standing in front of that room, I felt my own power and I understood that the fears are just the fears. They actually were stopping me from doing the things that I wanted to do. Now, logically, I knew that. But until I stood in front of that room and felt the difference of when I feel like I'm in my own power and when the fears get smaller when I'm in that power, I had a different perspective of looking at it. And that's what I want to encourage you to try. So I understand that the fears feel very real. They are real to you in that moment. Same with me. Filming this was overwhelming because I don't like schedules. I don't like frameworks. I like to just wing things. But you can't really wing recording a course that you want to sell to people. So I sat myself down and said, self, you're not going to be serving your clients the way you want to if you just wing it. Without the prep, you're going to forget things that you want to say. You're not going to make sure to include stuff that you know will help the people that you serve. If you don't film and you make this difficult yourself, you're just stretching the time from when you're actually helping more people further away. And that is what was the clicker for me. It bothered me. It bothered me that my own fear of just getting this done, silly little fear that was actually nothing and just an old repetitive habit in my head, I call it silly now, it felt very real a few weeks ago, was stopping me from doing the one thing that I want to do more than anything, which is serve more people and get my message out and grow my business and feel more confident and be able to do all those things together. So if the thing standing in your way is stopping you from doing the things that you want to do, it's not serving you anymore, even if it feels safe and comfortable. Safe and comfortable is also very boring after a while. So it's about separating the fear from the safety, making sure that you're safe and stable because that is a basic need. And no one, I don't care how bold and brave you are, is going to move forward until they feel safe and secure in the new bump up of confidence. We have to. Check the floor is not going to eat us. There are no lions coming if we change. And do incremental things every day to stretch you out of your comfort zone so that safety-fear balance starts to tip a little bit. Now I feel safe sitting in front of the camera. I have my gear all set up here, my whiteboard with a framework. Sitting in front of me, and now I can actually do this and had the best day yesterday finally filming. I blew through 15 videos in a few hours because I'm just doing what I love to do. I moved the fears out of the way and said, I hear you, I respect you, I get that it's scary, let's do it anyway. The only way I could get brave enough to do that was to check with myself and make sure I felt safe in the new things. Have the right support around me if I wobble. Make sure that I do it in a way that still feels like me without that being taken away. I don't want to be stuffed into a template or someone else's model. So does this in each day still feel like me? Yes, more and more every day. Is someone going to come knock on my door and take my camera away? Probably not. So if it's just me and the camera, what's standing in my way? Nothing, actually. So I put on pump up music. I made myself a breakfast that I like. I got my hair blown yesterday so that I would feel good about how I looked, so that I didn't have to worry about it or use that as another excuse. My hair doesn't look good today. I don't want to be in a ponytail. I took my excuses away, the low-hanging fruit that were easy ones to move, realized that I feel safe in this, and then said, okay, let's do this. Now doing it, I feel better than I have in a really long time. A little annoyed with myself that it's taken me this long, but that's part of the process, and that's what I want to give you today to know. There's nothing wrong with you being afraid. There's nothing wrong with it letting it stop you. The question is how much longer do you want it to stop you? Because you can stay in that for as long as you like. You can also change that today. So tell me below what you think about this, and let me know what you're willing to change and what you want to work on. And if in any way I can help you with it, I'm happy to.